Hey guys, it's Shock here with the 144th Wi-Fi battle. It is versus Vexacus4666. As the previous title clip said, it is round 3 in RedLatios07 2011 tournament. You probably wouldn't have happened to round 1 and round 2. I got passed on through those rounds. So yeah. So I lead with my typical DX, and he leads with Kazarina. And why I called it typical DX is because it's the typical Smogon, Suicide, Aerodactyl lead. So I go for the taunt thinking it was going to try and set up, but it goes for the Ice Beam, and I'm like, wow, that almost took me to my sash. Almost. And I get my rocks up, and he's going to go for the Shadow Ball, and that's going to finish my typical DX off. So I got into my Lunar Clips. Max Defense, Max HP, Bold Nature, Force Special Attack, Hidden Power Ground, Psychic, Calm Mind, and Moonlight for the moveset. So while I've got him under taunt, I'm going to go for the Calm Mind, and seeing I'm a 3 HKO, I'm going to go for another... I'm going to go for a Moonlight, actually, to get back up to full HP. And the song is going to be Lonely, original club mix by Deep Spirit, and it's going to play again because I didn't really feel like putting another song onto this. Couldn't really think of it. So I went for a Psychic here because he's taunted me. And I went for the Calm Mind because I thought he was going to Destiny Bond, but he didn't. And now his taunt wears off. So, you know, now that I'm locked into just Psychic and Hidden Power Ground. Hidden Power Ground obviously isn't going to hit that thing if I remember right. Yeah, actually it would. So he Thunder Waves me, and I'm just like, oh my god. So, I got Parahaxed immediately. And I'm just like, you've got to be kidding me. Alright. So he switches into Desire. Now, if you guys read the descript, you can skip to a certain point in the video because this is just going to be a giant war. Star War between my Lunar Clips and that Desire. So my taunt wears off, and he goes for the Calm Mind, and I get Parahaxed again. I'm like, you've got to, come on, I'm on the phone. He's like, this is hilarious. I was like, Parahaxed. I was like, I'm half considering turning my DS off or just running because this is like, I'm going to get owned by a Jirachi. It's like, this is going to like really set the tone of my day. So he goes for a Thunderbolt after Calm Minding again, and I don't get Parahaxed, and I'm like, yes! Thank God! So he goes for another Calm Mind, and I'm going to get Parahaxed, and I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. This is going to kill me. So he goes for another Calm Mind, and I finally get a Calm Mind off. I'm like, okay, you guys will not believe how much Parahax happens to my Crest. And he goes for the Flash Cannon, and I think he actually gets, he gets a Special Defense drop, not to mention the Special Defense drops that happen. I believe that's the first one. I get like, he gets 3 or 4 on me. And I know he gets 2 in a row. No, he didn't, actually. And I go for a Hidden Power Ground. And he's like, is it fighting? So I was on the phone with him, I was like, no. Is it fire? I was like, no. He's like, ground. I was like, yep. Because at this point I didn't care, because I figured I was owned in this. So he goes for a Flash Cannon, and he's actually going to get the Sp.atk, not Sp.atk drop, actually. I'm not even going to get Parahaxed. I actually get my Moonlight off. I'm like, thank God. So, he's going to go for a Flash Cannon now, and I think I'm going to go for a Calm Mind to, boost my Special Defense, and he's not getting the Sp.atk drop on me. I think he actually is going to get the Sp.atk drop with this next Flash Cannon, though. No! I actually get my Moonlight off. And you would not believe how annoying the Parahax was in this battle. I was just like, you've got to be kidding me. And he didn't know he maxed his stats out. I was like, yes! So he's going to go for a Flash Cannon here. And I can't remember if he got the Sp.atk drop. No, he didn't get the Sp.atk drop. So I go for another Calm Mind, and he's going to go for Flash Cannon. And I didn't realize I was maxed out. So now he's going to go for another Flash Cannon. And I'm going to go for the Hidden Power Ground, and I'm like... I was like, he told me he's streaming this. I'm like, wait, what? And he's like, yeah, it was a last minute thing. I was like, why didn't you tell me? Because, I was completely surprised. I guess he was streaming in Abra's Asylum. So, I guess I'll link Abra's Asylum. I think it's that.com/Abra's-Asylum. So anyways, I'm getting Parahaxed and Sp.atk dropped like crazy. I'm just like, oh my god. Look, again, I was just like, I've got to kill this thing. So, as you can see, it's taking those Hidden Power Grounds like a boss. And I'm like, no Parahax. And I'm like, yes! Because if Parahax happened there, I pretty much would have lost this match. Because that Jirachi outspit everything on my team, but my Arcanine, Tito, Infidel, and an Adamant Cousin. And I didn't even get to try out my Adamant Cousin set, and I didn't get to try out the Alakazam. Well, I wanted to, but I might. Let's see. So I go for another Moonlight, and I'm back up to, there was several new pokes I brought into this that I haven't used yet. So he goes for a T-Bolt, and I take that like a boss, but I get Parahax, and I'm like, the Parahax in this was just, I'm going mad from this Parahax. I gotta kill this Jirachi. I've got to get rid of it. If I want to win this and move on to the semifinals and face, I go up against RedLatios07 in the semis. So I'm like, oh my god. So as you can see, I'm slowly wearing this thing down, and it's just like, come on. Because I think at this point he's actually out of Flash Cannon power points. And no, he's not. I forgot. He keeps like one Flash Cannon behind for a while. So I go for another Hidden Power Ground, and I know I must be getting min damage because after +6, even though we're at both +6, it'd be like if we were at +0 apiece. And actually, I think I'm going to go for another Moonlight on this next turn after he T-bolts me. Which is exactly what I do, and I'm at a satisfactory. I think I got one Moonlight left in this. And he T-bolts me again, and I go for a Hidden Power, and it actually takes him out, so it's like, thank God. Or, no, I think this Hidden Power takes him out. Yeah, this is the Hidden Power that takes him out. So now he goes down to Goku, and he's like, I'm banded, I'm going to take you out. I was like, no, I'm max defense, max HP. 2 HKO. So I'm like, woo! And he goes down to Luna, and I think I went for the Hidden Power Ground. No, I actually went for the Moonlight here. So now I'm at a satisfactory HP point now. And here the song is going to start up again. So he's going to go for a light screen, and I'm just like, oh, this is Parahaxed. Woo! So he's going to switch and go out into Goku, and I'm not going to get paralyzed. I get the Hidden Power Ground off, and that's going to say hasta luego to that, I just feel like saying that, to that Goku. So Goku got owned by Lunar Eclipse. I wanted to name it Lunar Eclipse, but unfortunately you have a limit on characters, so I couldn't name it the full thing. So he goes into Bust Bladder, and he switches Bust Bladder and goes down to Trigger, which if I had one for a Hidden Power Ground, still wouldn't have KO'd thanks to the light screen, I don't think, because a Stab Psychic does about half. I'm telling you, Stealth Rocks really helped me in this match. So he's going to go for the Substitute, and I'm just going to go for another Psychic, because I know I can break his sub. If I can do half to him, I can break his sub. So he's just going to go for a T-Bolt, and I'm going to take this like a champ. After going, I think I'm at +2 or +3. Anyways, it only does 43, so I'm like, woo! So Trigger goes down, and he's going to go back out into, or no, he actually goes back out into Kazarina, which I'm going to take the Shadow Ball from that thing like a beast. And I'm going to take it out with another stat, with a Stab Psychic. So I'm like, alright, oh my god, I went from being nearly 6-0 to a Jirachi to possibly 5-0ing with a Crest. So now he goes back out into Bust Bladder, and he's going to go for a Close Combat, which actually does a lot more than I thought it would. And I was telling him about my Galad set. And I was telling him how it's expert belted and whatnot, and how it counters a lot of 4th gen OU if it outspeeds. So I take him out with a Stab Psychic, and it's pretty much GG right here, because he's going to Psychic me, get a crit, and I'm going to get paralyzed. And it's pretty much just going to be him setting his screen back up again, and him hoping for crits, and he's just going to keep Psychicing me. So good game, Vexacus4666. Guys, remember to like, comment, subscribe, check out his channel. Go check out RedLatios07's, go check out T-Flare, and wow, I cannot believe I did this with a Crest. So I'm just going to leave you guys with the rest of the music. Peace.